What's up, witches? So today I'm going to be doing a quick all signs. I'm going to be doing a chakra reading update, just to see where everybody's energies are right now. And yeah, as always, like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. And all the other junk is in the descriptions. You guys know the deal if you've been on YouTube long enough. So we're just going to roll right into this, okay? I'm going to start with Aries. We're going to get a shadow card, an oracle card, and then 7 cards for your 7 chakras. So let's see what we can get for Aries for the shadow. Alrighty. Oracle card. Your shadow cards. You got envious and gluttonous. And I won't cry for you. I love how this is also like a divine feminine and divine masculine energies here. Or, well, rather karmic energies, right? Someone who has no emotions left to give, and someone who never had any emotions to begin with. Ooh. Mischief. It's your overall energy from the oracle card there. Let's see what we got going on in your chakras for Aries. Apologies for the ambient sounds. This is what it is. 6 and 7. Oh man, I'll tell you what, as soon as I get over here, everything starts itching. It's one of them days, They've been wanting to talk for a while and they haven't been able to. Alright, Aries, with everything that's going on, I do see that you understand where you're using your energy futilely. You know, those battles that, there's no winning that battle, right? Whatever battle that is, there's no winning. I see an understanding of that going on right now. I do see that you need to embrace your own power, right? This is especially the divine feminine Aries card here. Right, Queen of Wands is our energy, so your tiger and everything there, right? And this is all about seeing that you need to follow your own intuition and trust yourself, right? Really trusting in yourself. You got the King of Wands for your throat. That is controlling how you speak about your passions, right? Expressing them, right? Trying to be, being inspiring to others as well. Beautiful energy, actually. For starting out with the Sad and the Crown. Your heart is 5 of Cups. You're still disappointed about 2 of Cups connection that didn't work out, or one that you just keep continuing to focus on. Remember, 2 of Cups is not necessarily, it's just a soul connection, right? There's many variations of those, right? For your solar plexus, for I do King of Pentacles. I do take responsibility for my personal strength, power, and determination to get what I want to get done. Wonderful energy. In your sacral, you got King of Cups. You feel very balanced emotionally. And you definitely have a masculine energy in your lower areas there, right? For your root, I am victorious. Things will work out for me. My energy is rooted, right? I love the 6 of Wands down here, right? Your energy is rooted, and it's rooted in the firm belief that things do work out for you. If you guys caught my cards of coffee this morning, I had a rough beginning of this month too. And it is that firm belief that the universe is doing this for a specific reason. And I can see some things are futile, and those people will continue to continuously keep learning those lessons and over and over and over again. But I am rooted in the firm belief that I am balanced and loving emotionally in those areas that are, because the sacral is like sensuality, pleasure, social ability, right? So you're balanced in those areas, and you feel balanced in those areas, right? King of Cups, or King of Pentacles, a lot of masculine energy, I ain't gonna lie, but Aries is a masculine card. The only part that was feminine is the Queen of Wands here, and the King of Wands. Like, this is a beautiful reading for you guys. Stay rooted in that energy, for sure, for sure. Watch out for these people. This person can be very vindictive. I will cry for you, right? Be mindful that you don't bottle up any negative energy yourself, right? Definitely release when you need to release. I know it's hard for us sometimes, but if you need to escape and go by a river and bawl your eyes up for a little bit, or hide in the shower and do it if you need to do it, okay? This person is an unsatisfiable person. There is not enough love, money, attention that you can give this person that will ever satisfy them, right? And both of these characters, because they bottle stuff up, they cause a lot of mischief. Okay? So just be mindful, because there's nothing more fun on this planet for toxic people than to piss off a fire sign. Alright, Aries? Taurus. Two shadow cards as well. We got Calling the Storm and Obsession. Someone is obsessed and someone is calling on powers. I love also that this is once again a divine feminine and divine masculine type of energies, right? This looks very masculine. This looks more feminine, right? Let's see. Oracle card for that. Definitely obsession on something someone can't look away from. A loss. I feel like one part is calling on the storm to get over this and building strength, and the other part is obsessed with looking at the loss. Alright, let's see what Chakra's got to say. Alrighty, I see that you do have an understanding that you are responsible for your physical surroundings around you, and you are responsible for your reality around you, really, right? I do sense that you are struggling with a bit of financial worrying about where things are going in that direction. That's what your intuition is kind of worried about, right? So definitely keep a focus on that, because the more you worry about things, especially like money and not being able to intuitively follow those things, the harder it is to see the answers, especially with this being in your third eye blockage right now, okay? There's a third eye blockage, not being able to see past the stress and worry of it, okay? For your throat, I've got the Prince of Wands. Just be careful. This is the Prince energy. Definitely is a good thing to be communicative and expressive with your ideas and things of that nature, and sharing your inspirations. Just be mindful, because this energy can easily, if you're worried like money, you know what I'm saying? It can easily pop off. And just say something a little bit, passionate but aggressive. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting to. For your heart chakra, I see the Hangman right here. Like I said, that lost card, the Calling the Storm card, that is a building up of energy, right? And the lost card is overcoming a loss. So if this is a building up an energy and building up strength, I see that you understand that this is a time to sit still and really refocus and center yourself, right? Your solar plexus, you do focus on the cruelty. Right? Solar plexus is the I do card. It's about strength and personality and power, right? But you're giving all your power and obsessing over these energies, right? Why are you obsessing over these energies? Because you feel like a failure? You feel like you've just been spinning in circles and not elevating, or not elevating and not sinking, right? Not elevating and not sinking. I do see that you are rooted in defending your moral code. That's what I feel like. You're defending your moral code and defending your valor and your own self, right? Alright, so I do get a strong sense that the obsession is focusing on this cruelty that has happened, right? You're going to want to balance that out and let that go. I see that you really are working on that from a heart-centered perspective, trying to balance out what you are passionate about and what people have been cruel about to you, right? I do say you got to let go of past failures. They're not failures. You did learn lessons, right? If you're spinning in circles, that means you're making the same mistake over and over and over again. You need to figure out what that pattern is and break it. Is that pattern allowing cruel words and things to make, knock you off your center? You figure out where that pattern is. Is the pattern worrying about money, making it run from you instead of come to you, right? Those are going to be the areas you're going to want to work on blockages. All right, Taurus. All right. Gemini. Oh, there's something messed up again. Gemini, naked before the stars, feeling a little vulnerable. Imagine so with all that stuff in your sign. All these fun retrogrades. I was just for the moon, I guess. The sun in Gemini and all that other stuff. Do have more Mercury retrograde in your sign at 24 degrees today, though. Healing. Definitely, when we are in a place of healing, we do feel very vulnerable and exposed. Let's see what the chakras have to say about that. I do see that you understand clearly that this is a rite of passage that you're going for. You're putting this in as a logical, spiritual perspective as you can. That's very specific. As logical, spiritual perspective as you can, right? I do see you get the Princess of Pentacles here. So you do see, and your intuition is calling you to manifest and make some things within the 3D there with that. So I do see that you're trying to take this understanding and root it down into the 3D so that you can center yourself better. I do think that you are a little confrontational with your words right now. You might have been going through a hard time setting healthy boundaries with people, right? That vulnerability feeling. I know I find that happens a lot with people when they start setting healthy boundaries and people keep breaking them. They make you feel very defensive. They make you feel very vulnerable. It's like, what, these people don't understand what I am asking for, right? So just be mindful that you're not too harsh with people who don't understand what it is you're going through. I do get a sense that there's probably some people around you that don't understand the spiritual levels and knowledge that you have, and that can make it difficult to set healthy boundaries when you can't explain why you need the boundary, right? For your heart, I got 9 of Pentacles. A very abundance frequency coming from your heart, right? An acceptance of love and things, and compassion and sincerity, and wanting to be very grounded in those energies. Your solar plexus, you do need and are allowed to take plenty of time to center and ground yourself if that is what you need. Some people take medication, some people do other things. If you're more grounded and you need that time to sit and build your strength back up, you are allowed to have that, okay? That is fine. You keep doing that, all right? And do see you feel like you are on the verge of a rebirth, right? And then here you get the Princess's Wands. But you are rooted in, I don't want to just chase other people's stars. I will put my own in the sky. It's a beautiful energy to be rooted in. Beautiful energy to be rooted in. So seriously, the only thing that seems a little uneven is the throat here is a little confrontational. But besides that, you really understand what's happening right now in the trials that you have been through, right? You do feel vulnerable, but you are healing. Beautiful, Gemini. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Cancer. Is this you? Huh? Is it? Let's see. Oracle card to contemplate on. I should have set up my thingy. I don't know where my little card holder is. I used it in a spell casting to hold up the tarot card. Ooh. All the way down. Give me a second. I have to go in search of... Oh, cool. That is a lot of cards, though. It's a little too many. Birth, work, rise, bloom, friendships. Some issues with friendships there, Cancer. Erased. Friendships just flew away. Alright. Well, that is a lot going on here. Rebirth, work. Birth is work, that is for sure. Birthing, rising, blooming. Major shift here, there, Cancer? Is that why you're asking, is this me? I always laugh because I'm like, there's always this saying that says... Caterpillar people can't speak butterfly language, and I like to always say that butterfly people can't speak dragonfly language. People who like to float and breathe on the breeze can't understand dragonfly's needs, right? Need for speed. Anyway, that's just what I'm getting kind of out of this, and I feel like the question you're asking yourself right now is, are you a butterfly or are you a dragonfly? I don't know. Some people are dung beetles. Let's go. Alright. For your chakras. I do see... Now, this is one of two ways. You're one of the people of these cards, right? There was a battle. One person is recuperating from the battle. One person is laying there like a damn drama queen. Right? I see that you have a profound understanding of this. I really feel like this is more you right now, and you have someone just flailing around you. And I said you might have a problem with the friendship. Hit the floor right there. I do see that you see a need to defend what you have built and what you have worked on. I do see that you speak clearly about what it is you want from the world and the universe. 21, this is the beginning of a new major shift and cycle for you, right? Your heart, I feel like you're still going through a lot of shadow work, right? You're still shifting through it, right? It's never ending, y'all. It's never ending. Every time you unlock and rewire another thing, you trigger something else that pops up into your mind. You know, it's it's a constant balancing of working it out, right? With this card, I always got the two wolves here, and this is going to go back into that dragonfly butterfly, right? The two wolves there. You got that old Indian proverb. It says, you know, you got the wolf of anger and then the wolf of kindness, and whichever one you feed gets bigger and stronger. I've always said I like to feed both of my wolves so that they both obey me. I always found that trick is to tame them, because if you're too kind all the time, then you get stepped all over, and it causes different types of battles, right? I do see that you do want justice, right? All this shadow work that you're working out in your heart center is all about that understanding of the heart against the feather, right? That's how they decide which gate you get to go to. Do you get to go to the hellscape, or do you get to go to a summer landscape? It all depends. Is your heart as light as a feather? And that is what you are working on. And that's what everybody should be working on. Your sacral, I feel like you're... Alright, this is going to be just for a few of you. Be very careful if you don't want to get pregnant right now, because you have the Empress in your sacral energy. Very nurturing, very fertile, feeling very nurturing, right? I feel like your sacral energies are really focused on taking care of those around you, right? And those lives that you've created or that you are responsible for. And just be careful. Just be careful. That's that in the sacral, really? Alright. I do see that you're rooted. I am balancing out the physical and the reality, right? And I am balancing out spiritual and logic, and I see that you're doing a lot of balancing and shifting, right? That was great. I think the question really is for you is you're just going to really need to ask yourself, is this really you? Is it really you, right? I always say this, like, there's two ways to look at this card. Was she brought to her knees, or is she getting up off her knees? Right? Birth, work, rise, bloom, friendships. Those who do not match your frequency as you are changing and refuse to accept your new frequency will be removed from your life in one way or another. There's just not much that we can do about that. I think that you understand that already, though. All right, Leo. Leo rising here. Oh, Leo, downcast pride? You never. Not the king of the pride. For the oracle card. We got child. Let's go ahead and get into... Oh man. I'm doing it, please, I promise. Just when I'm reading, I get tingly. My hair feels tingly. If that makes any sense to anybody. Like, some people's ears ring, I get itchy. Like, my nose will get real itchy, my neck will get real itchy, my hair gets itchy. Sometimes my ears will burn. I don't know, just weird stuff. Alright, Leo, Chakra. Enough rambling on about me. y'all who watch Cards and Coffee, watch me reset this deck, right? And I have a rule. If they all come out upside down, then I will turn them back around. But if one card comes out upright, then I must keep the line. Okay? And I was getting ready to turn them all around because I just assumed they all were until I hit your roots. And what was in your roots? Y'all just watch me shuffle. Now this was in the crown of the sign before you. And they were the ones standing up. Leo, I do not think you are the one standing up with that downcast pride and child card here. I think you're rooted in that energy. What, are you being a drama queen or king right now? Ballering around and then 3 of Swords. I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk that harsh about y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little jaded by some Leos. I have had some issues with them in the past, dating them and whatnot, but this is definitely, you feel super duper wounded and you are wallowing in it. I mean, that is your root. That is I am. And your I am is this defeat, right? Your crown is King of Pentacles reversed. This is a nasty, controlling energy. You understand that you need to be super duper controlling and you're going to manifest a false life doing this. Alright? You see? Reversed Princess of Pentacles? You want a shallow partner? Right? Your throat? Prince of Cups reversed? Not romantic, not wanting to even talk about love. The Hangman reversed. This is not a toxic, stuck situation. 4 of Cups, overindulging. This is, okay, so this is your heart. Reversed, right? Solar Plexus, 4 of Cups. It's an overindulging energy. It's an overindulgent energy. The Sacral reversed Emperor. If you're a cross watcher, be very careful. If you're a Leo, it's your pride. It's all a pride thing. I really do. I am getting this whole thing of you're so wrapped up on how it looks bad on you that you're not seeing the other people's perspective. Hangman reverse. You can't see the alternate perspectives. You can't see whatever 3 of Swords you got stuck in here. Because honestly, Leos are one of the bigger cheater signs. And usually, you guys are the ones that get busted cheating. I get a real strong energy of this time you decided you were going to be the one to be very I feel like you put a lot of energy to do everything right. Right? I feel like you started out with all of these upright. And you were doing everything you felt right. And then all of a sudden, boom. And it rocked you all the way down to the ground. I'll get you an Earth Magic card. What can Leo do to help out with this? This is rough. But see, even the King of Pentacles, it's the whole thing of too much control, right? We fall into this whole thing of you can manifest your own reality, your own timelines, and da-da-da-da-da-da, and you'll get so wrapped up in controlling it and having it running, and it'll build your ego really big, right? But then there hits a point, and that's the Emperor card, right? The Emperor understands that he has to delegate out around them and trust other people within their contracts to do what they're supposed to do. But it doesn't always work out that way. What? Sometimes the treasurer is stealing money. Sometimes the guy that's the head of the army instigates fights. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Sometimes queen or your king gets you into a third-party situation. And that can really, really hurt your pride. And ego is very important to Leo. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having a healthy, ambitious ego, right? It does become a problem where if your ego is so important to you that a wounding to it can derail your whole timeline. Okay? And I've said this to other people before too, and they're like, oh, my life was great, and then so-and-so cheated on me and broke up with me, and then I went out, and I got drunk on a Tuesday night, and I showed up at work Wednesday, and I still smelled like booze, and I got fired, and it's all their fault. I lost... Oh, that is that drama mama card. That is the drama mama right there. You have to take full responsibility for your own actions, right? When you allow somebody else to do this to you. I'm not saying it's not okay to break down and cry and all that, but it's just you really have to figure out why it's so upsetting, and it's like the obsessive of the optics. Alright, anyway. I've got release, and we got vision quest here. Right? Now with these two cards put together, what I'm getting, the message for you is you need to release the timeline you thought you were on and visualize new timelines. Don't have to like cast a full intention, just what if I were to do this? And then just envision that timeline for a while. Take different turns and then release them. Change it every time, something different every time. Just open yourself up to a lot of possibilities here and release that old timeline. Put down the pride. It's okay to have childlike wonder and inspiration and that vibe. People love that about Leos. I will say that, Leos. The Leo that I had the biggest problem with, he was amazing. He was so much fun. He was great with kids, right? It's a beautiful energy that you guys got, and that's what draws people to you. But when you're stuck in that drama energy, it doesn't look good on you. That's all. It doesn't look good. All right, Leo. Oh, sorry, y'all. Alrighty. What we got? We're good. Virgo. I forgot your other cards. Virgo shadow. Revenge. Ooh, somebody has vengeful thoughts. Unity. Okay. Alrighty. I do see that you understand that you are battling shadow aspects of your own mind, right? That revenge card, that gnarly energy, that not wanting to reciprocate. Like, I feel that you understand that you're not supposed to be reciprocating shitty energy. You're supposed to be reflecting their own stuff back to them, and you're working on working on getting through that. Alright, so you see we got the Prince of Swords in your third eye here. Now that's an opinionated, hasty, can be a very sharp energy, right? So just be mindful when you're following your intuition that you're not jumping too quickly to conclusions, right? Right? I do see the Queen of Swords here over your throat, so you are at least taking the effort to control how you communicate what's going on right now, right? You're doing your best not to allow... You're doing your best to work on this one. You're doing your best not to jump to opinionated, hasty conclusions about other people, but, you know, you're trying to keep that at least what you vocalize to others, from a healthy perspective. I see in your heart chakra, you're really trying to get a truce. That's what I mean. I feel like you understand it, right? Like you want a truce. You want a truce. But you feel like it's blocked. You feel like it's blocked. Your sacral, what do? This is solar plexus. It's reversed. You feel like it's just... I feel like you can't do. I feel like you need to take a leap of faith. I just feel like you don't think you can. I do see that you're rooted in a lot of passion. Right, with that Prince of Wands. Like, that's what your root is. You are passionate and enthusiastic and adventurous, right? And you're down for taking leaps of faith. I feel like it's blocked. I feel like you had to come with the truth within your own heart. I feel like you work very hard to make sure that you express it in a healthy way. Prince of Swords, still a little bit... I don't think you're getting all the information here. And I think this revenge card might even be going both ways. I feel like this, with the rest of this reading, this truce and everything else, I don't think it would be that hard to actually achieve. Not with the Union card there. Whoever you're dealing with is probably mirroring very similarly, right? Just trying to put everything in that logical perspective and move on. Be like, I'm going to be like Virgo. I'm just going to put it all into logic because they're so slick with their words and they're so smart. All right. Interesting. Libra. I don't know what happened to my ambient beach sounds. Probably can't hear them because the air conditioner came on. Sorry, it's the south, y'all. It's hot. Libra, I got hiding your true self. You guys do have a very big talent of being able to hide your genuine feelings and just try to stay in your bubble mode. Your Dory mode, right? Just keep swimming through a giant field of jellyfish. Be patient. I don't know why I got that Dory bouncing on the jellyfish. Boing, boing, boing. The heads don't sting you. Alright. Libra. Chakras. Alright, Libra, I see that you understand, at least for you, that this is the energy that you like to be in. You like to be in this loving, giving, sharing energy space. You understand that that is where you enjoy to be, right? I do see that you are having a hard time balancing out changes that need to be made. You're having a hard time seeing exactly how you can make these changes so that you don't have to keep bottling yourself up, because I feel like maybe there might be somebody that you're feeling super defensive towards, right? Or that you need to defend yourself from. You need to set healthy boundaries that are being busted all the time. Which that knocks you out of this energy. When someone's breaking a healthy boundary, that knocks you out of that loving, giving energy because you don't feel reciprocated, right? I do see a victory, right? This is over your heart. Right? Your communication is very defensive. Your heart, I do see that you are getting a victory over your heart here. I do see that you do want the Tower. I don't usually get that card in those positions, but I feel like you do want the Tower. I feel like you understand. I feel like because you can't see, you're like, there's no other choice. We have to do this now. You know, we have to break this cycle. Your sacral, I feel like you're hiding your sacral energy, right? Whoever you're feeling defensive about, you do not want them to see you in a sensual sense at all, right? You're trying to balance that out within yourself, like keeping that in a healthy balance for yourself, for your own confidence and things like that. But just with it being the moon card and hidden things, I feel like you're trying to hide that, and like, I don't even really want you to hit on me because I don't want to have to go through that battle of defending myself from that energy again, and I don't want to fall into that energy again either, right? I do see that your I am energy is you do see that you want to move on. You're just not quite sure what's on the other side of that wall of fire, right? It's like I do know that this is what I need to do, and I'm passionate and I do want to do that. I just still don't know what's on the other side of that. All right. Hiding your true self here and patience. I feel like you might be going through a phase here where you are learning, like you said, you're hiding your true self. With that moon card and the sacral and everything else like that, yeah, I feel like you need to tone yourself down right now to get through whatever phase it is you're going through. You do have that victory card over your heart. I don't think that you're really doing anything wrong in what you're doing right now. I do see that it's probably going to be, that's what's going to make you give you your anxiety, right? But just have some patience, and if it's what you really want and you've been working towards this, keep working towards this. Keep working towards this. Don't worry about what other people see and what other people think about what you're doing or anything else like that. You keep working towards what you have been working towards, okay? You don't have to explain why you're doing it certain ways. And okay, so you need a little bit of patience. You guys take a while to get through stuff, you know? But now that you've got the ball rolling, now you have to have the patience to see it through. That's all. Alrighty. Scorpio. Colorless angel. Oof. Colorless angel. We got wisdom and joy here. Let's see what your sacros has to say. Alright. I see that you understand that you are heavy-hearted right now. I see that you understand that. I see that you see and understand the power of the Nine of Pentacles frequency and how to get into that abundant frequency. I see that you see how to do it, right? I just don't think you can speak it, because your throat is the Empress reverse. Not nurturing, not caring, not speaking and communicating to those connections that are most important to you, that you should be nurturing. Your heart, I got Ten of Swords, defeat, loss. I call it the Drama Queen card, right? Because the Ten of Swords is an absolute wallowing in a defeat, right? Just wallowing in it. And you know, all those cliche sayings come with this card of, you know, it's okay to break down, just don't unpack and stay there, right? Get up, wash your face, right? This is coming from your heart center, and that is rough. That is rough. You do sit around and focus on old connections that are gone. I feel like you sit and you focus on them and you compare them to your connections around you, which is why you ain't got nothing nice to say about the connection around you now, because you're just so busy comparing it probably to a fantasy of the past, honestly, because most people do not remember the past as wonderful as it was, right? In your sacral, here's the thing, this is crazy. In your sacral, you got the Lover's card. In your root, I am the Fool. Do not go bother an old connection. I feel like this is just the energy I'm getting. You're heavy-hearted, upset about old connect. I just got this whole... See, this isn't in the heart center. This isn't in the heart center. This is just in the sexual center. Right? Because this is in the heart center. So I feel like you're seeking this connection on a physical pleasure level, and I'm thinking that you were like, I'm gonna take a leap and go for where I felt this last, and it was an old connection that left me feeling ruined, that has me comparing people, and it's like, I understand that love and money are not the same frequency. Love and affection, love and abundance, those are the same frequency. Lust and greed are totally different frequency. Now, will they accomplish the same things for you? Yeah, lust and greed will accomplish the same exact life you want to manifest for yourself. If you want money and sensual pleasures, you know, lust and greed will get you that time frame that you want. But if you want a loving abundance life, that is a different frequency. Alright, Scorpio, I'm just going to put that out there. That it goes both ways. I probably lost some Scorpio readers with that, but it just is what it is. Is what it is, what it is, what it is. Alright, you got the Wisdom and Joy card here. I like how she's sitting with the moon and everything, right? I I do feel like you have all the wisdom you know to create your own joy within your own heart without having to codependently attach that to other people. That soul connection is not going to fulfill you. It is not going to fix any of this. That's something that's in you, honey bunny. It's something that's within you. All right, Sagittarius. You too, Queen of your world. Ooh, that was quick. Ooh, guides. Alright, Sagittarius, you are being guided. Let's see what we got with that Queen of your world. Ay. Alright. Some of you guys are killing me today. Here we go. Sagittarius, I see that you understand that you are being pulled in some new directions, right? I see that you understand that. I see that you see how to use your energy very wisely. Like, this is your card, right? You're balancing out what being true to your heart is and balancing that out within, as within, so without, right? Balancing that out in all those areas. Your throat, I see you speaking very passionately and communicating this to others, right? Your heart, 6 of Cups. Which in this deck is a pleasure card, and it's a nostalgia card, and it's everything else. And I just get a strong sense of creating happy memories, right? And being centered in happy memories and using happy memories to create new happy memories. Like, you're not trying to recreate the past per se, but you are trying to recreate these experiences that left you in awe for others. Make sense? I hope so. Because I feel like the reason you're putting so much effort into creating these very, very happy memories and trying to, is because you are actually working towards a tower. I feel like you're working towards a tower and you're trying to, because you understand you're being pulled in a new direction. You understand that, right? And you're trying to be, you see you need to be true to yourself, right? But I see that I do want a tower with something, right? I see that you feel very strongly about this, right? And I feel that the reason for this decision is rooted in cruelty. Right? There's something cruel. It's either cruelty that's brought out in you by whatever this is that you don't like either. You don't like feeling like you're being cruel, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the I am, and it's the 9 of Swords. In the end, either your inner dialogue is being cruel to yourself for whatever situation you're in, or someone around you is being cruel and you can't handle it, or whatever it is, or whatever they do brings cruelty out of you, like they don't respect your healthy boundaries or things of that nature, or you keep saying these things really do, you don't understand, they really do bother me and they keep doing them anyway type of deal. And that makes you feel invalidated too, right? It's like you're being mean now. It's like I specifically told you something bothered me and now you do it, and then I end up saying mean things and then I don't like it. Because this is Sagittarius. I'm well aware of how harsh your words can be. All in all, I don't see anything too terrible, right? You are queen of your world. And I feel like you're probably going to need to really embrace that energy here, because you're going to want to know what timelines you're heading towards and what do you want, because you are being divinely guided in some new directions. Alrighty? That wasn't too terrible there, Sag. Alright, what we got next? Capricorn. Triumph of Lies. Too many. Give these guys a quick shuffle, huh? I love this deck. This is the Intuitive Tarot deck, created by a woman down here, and another reader from the Zen Den. Links below to her Facebook page where her information is, where you can order these cards. Alrighty. Capricorn, strength. Ooh, strength. Love elephants. Alrighty, let's get your chakra. Oop. There we go. One more. Capricorn. Alright, Capricorn, I see that you are coming out, that you understand that. Yeah, I see that you're really seeking the spiritual lessons and knowledge that came from whatever trials and lies that these were, and you're accepting that, yeah, I believed them. What? I believed them. I didn't have to believe them. I didn't have to deny my guides. I didn't have to deny my intuition. I didn't have to believe them. I take responsibility for that. I'm not going to wallow in here and woe is me. I do see that you are understanding that you were put into a third-party situation, right? I do hear that you are wanting to speak about these secrets, right? You're like, unless we're going to communicate about what really happened, then I don't know if we really should talk. It's like, it's a time for honesty, right? Definitely a time for true honesty. You got the Hermit card here for your heart, right? Kind of closing it off, kind of locking it up, but at the same time, recentering yourself, which I don't think is a terrible energy to be in, right? I do see, with the way that you're communicating, right, and wanting to just have those hard conversations, in having conversations, you do cause conflicts and strife. Though I do feel that you feel you need to do this in order to gain the perspectives that you need so that you can start moving forward. Because you do want to start moving forward again. You want to balance your energies back out because you do understand where your focus goes, your energy also goes, and you would like to be able to start building things for yourself again, right? These whole trials have come here to teach you these triumph of lies and being suckered in by lies and things like that. So I gotta readjust my feet here. Oh, I've been sitting like that for an hour. Whew. Alright, so I feel like this has come to teach you a lot of strength, That's what it really is. If you're into spirit animals, I would definitely look up and embrace the elephant, right? They never forget, but they're still one of the strongest and most compassionate animals on the planet. All right. Capricorns. I actually like that. All right. Aquarius. Aquarius, I've got hiding my true self and gilded regret. Oracle card. Really get it trapped in a persona vibe off of that. We got 3 cards here. We got vision. We got renewal. And we got growth. All right, let's see what the chakras got to say about that. What do you know? What do you say? What do you know? What do you know? What do you say? I'm trying to find the words. An understanding of cruelty. Because you got the 9 of Swords in your crown. It always blows my mind about how, as the readings progress, it's like Aries is similar to Taurus, Taurus is similar to Gemini, but then as soon as you hit that one sign that had a hard time, and then it's like everybody else is similar cards here. But you got the 9 of Swords in your crown. And that's just a lot of trying to grasp understanding of cruelty. I don't know if this is an inner dialogue or cruelty around you that you're dealing with, that you can see it's kind of cruel, and you're trying to get your range around it, because I do see that you're trying to, like, here's the Prince of Pentacles, but I'm going to try to, I'm getting the energy of, I see that I need to kind of grab the reins here on some of this stuff, right? Kind of need to grab the bull by the horns. That's why I'm kind of getting the energy. I feel like it's an inner dialogue, but I feel like it's somebody outside you who has said things that are in your inner dialogue that you keep trying to think. It's like, is that really passive aggressive? That did seem kind of cruel. I should try to kind of get a handle on this, right? You speak. Right. I see a lot of fantasy and illusion with the 7 of Cups. It's usually the imagery that I get off it. It could be a lot of opportunities, right? But I feel like it's, I mean, especially with these cards up here, it's a speak of fantasy and illusion, honestly, because I already told you that I got the vibe of being stuck in a persona, right? Because you got the 7 of Cups is what you're speaking about. You got the 6. Who had the 6 of Cups? Was that Sagittarius or Capricorn? You got the 6 of Cups too. What? I am trying to create as many happy memories as possible, right? Speaking them into existence. Let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that, right? Why are you going through all this? Why are you doing all this? Because you think you can bring some hope and renewal to the situation. right? You're like, I see my strength. I can bring some hope, and I can renew this connection, right? You feel like yeah. I mean, your sacral is in the sun. I feel like you feel like this is a great connection. This is, you guys can be this happy, right? You even got the Queen of Cups. It's like you very, very, very lovingly giving to this connection. I really feel like the only issue you got is I feel like you're trying so hard. You're trying so hard. And it doesn't, and it's still like, but you still understand there's cruelty there. Alright. You got vision, renewal, and growth. So you definitely need to take some time to re-envision what you're doing here. Because I don't think that plan necessarily is going to work. I don't think just creating all these, trying to create as many happy memories as possible is, because, and we say this all the time in the spiritual community, what, the universe does not respond to who you pretend to be, right? Doesn't respond to who you pretend to be. You can pretend to be the nicest, most caringest person in the world, but if you're really just kind of a snotty brat, the universe responds to that, right? This person that you're dealing with is cruel to you, and you're doing all that work, right? You need to get some vision on that, right? There definitely does need to be a renewal, and there does need to be growth. I want another card. One tarot advice card for Aquarius. Chariot. The Chariot's usually been pulled into a different direction or a new direction, right? It's about willpower, and it's about control, and it is about gaining the reins. You do need to gain the reins on it. I think part of what you're doing here, and part of what the problem is, it's like you're scared if you pull on those reins, the person you've been trying to appease will run away. And if that's the case, then that's the universe pulling you in a new direction, right? But you do need to get control of your reins and control of your own willpower, for sure. All right. Last but not least, Pisces. Funny, I was talking about different vacationing styles earlier. My sister's the Pisces. She's the itinerary list person. I'm the go with the flow. She has a list. We're good. I don't need to remember anything. She's got a list. Alright, Pisces, what do we got for you? Masquerade. A lot of false masks going on here at the end of the zodiac, huh? That came up too today and this morning in Cards and Coffee. It was about social media. People aren't who they post to be. And I think a lot of people get stuck trying to be who they post to be. And that causes a lot of heartache. Because it's not realistic. Ugh. I don't like the way I did that. Come on now. That's better. We got discord and patience. Alrighty. So, I have the Eight of Cups here, which is usually a moving on card, but in this deck it says Idolence. It's lazy. And this is in your crown, and I think this is an understanding that you have been being a bit lethargic when it comes to handling your studies and spirituality, right? I feel like you were in a transitionary period where you're moving on from some beliefs and learning about new beliefs, and I feel like you hit like kind of a precipice where you were like, and you didn't know how to shift. But this is like what I always say, this is a long walk off a short pier with this guy. What? Walk away from them cups all you want. You got to turn around and go back past them, right? For your third eye, I see the Princess of Swords, right? And the Princess of Swords, she can be a little sharp with their tongue. I do see that you're trying to follow your intuition. I would just be mindful that you don't just jump to conclusions a little too fast, right? Don't listen to your intuition. Your intuition is right. Just take a moment to process the words before they come out of your mouth. Which I don't see that being much of a problem. I see the way that you speak. You speak as though you're very emotionally balanced and in control of your emotions. So I don't even see that you really do that jumping into conclusions bit. Where is your heart at? Your heart is about celebrating with friends right now. Like that's a main focus for your heart center. Sorry, y'all. A main focus for your heart center. But you are just worrying about money too much. Right? Worrying about worry. You're either worrying about money for yourself or you're worrying about money for other people and worrying about other people's situations. And just worry. Right? So be mindful of that because you don't want that to bleed into anything else, right? And that is in your solar plexus, right? That's in your gut. Like you could be suffering from gut issues because you're worrying so much right now, okay? So I would definitely take some moment and ground and refocus on the sex and on the concepts of when you worry about things, it creates those vibrations and it creates those timelines, right? If you're going to worry, then it should be like a power thinking session of what are you going to do about it? Because that's in the solar plexus is the I do chakra, right? And it's right now it's I do worry. Well, it needs to be I do seek solutions. I do not focus on the opposite. I always say it's either excuses or solutions, and you will find whatever it is you're searching for. There is either going to be an excuse to not do something that you don't really want to do, or there will be a solution to do what you do want to do. That choice is up to you, right? For your sacral here, I see that you do feel that you sense the timeline that you want to go on, right? You sense the direction that you want to go on, and I sense that you definitely do want it to be a passionate timeline, right? Because you are rooted in the Ten of Cups, right? Rooted in the Ten of Cups. You can't get better than that. I am Ten of Cups, right? That's beautiful, Pisces. That's beautiful, all right? Like I said, the only things I see, that's great, that's right, your King of Cups here with your words. There's a lot of beautiful energy here. The only thing you got is some worry about money. That's what you're doing. Mad at me, either for you or somebody else. And I do see that when it comes to working on your spiritual areas, your crown chakra, It's just been, if you've not been feeling connected lately, it has just been because you have not been taking enough time to connect. Pretty much is what it's saying there. It's like, why are you struggling with money, and why are you worrying so much, and why are you dealing with discord? And it's because your crown is not connecting. You're rooted in Ten of Cups, right? So as below, as within, you're rooted in it. But now you have to project it out. That's not what you're projecting out. What you're doing, what you're physically doing and working and projecting is the worry of money. Make sense? Alright. I do got the discord. It does say take some patience with that. These masquerade cards, just be mindful of who's wearing a mask. And I always say it too, there is times when we all have to wear a mask, right? I mean, you can go to a sports bar and drink beer and cuss and cut up and everything else and blah, 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 blah on a Friday night. But if Saturday night you're going to a fancy restaurant, then you act right at the fancy restaurant, right? You masquerade some, right? Does it mean that's not who you are? You're not a fancy person? No, it doesn't mean you're not a fancy person because you enjoy going to a sports bar and cussing and everything else and, you know, eating food with your fingers, you know, and also enjoy doing other things. It's not, I get the masquerade is not a mask, right? It's adhering to society in society's areas. And I feel like that might cause you a little bit of discord, and if it does, then don't go to those areas. If going to a fancy restaurant makes you totally nervous and you would much rather just drink beer and eat hot wings and watch sports, then by all means do what you enjoy doing better. If you'd rather go fishing than go to a club, then do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't masquerade to appease people around you. And it's one thing to do it every now and then, but if you find yourself constantly doing what everybody else wants to do and you never get to do the things that you enjoy doing, right? I do see, though, have a little patience with the discord there. I get the message in my head. It was like, this too shall pass. It may pass like a kidney stone, but it will pass, right? Whatever this hiccup and this worry is, especially revolving around money, it's just saying have a little patience. If you guys did not catch my Cards and Coffee this morning where I explained where my daughter totally locked down all my accounts this month, I'm telling you, man, it happens. And sometimes it's just a lesson learned, and sometimes the lesson is not even for you. That's what I try to tell people sometimes. Sometimes stuff happens to you to show everybody else how much you do. Sometimes the universe will knock you out of commission, not because it's punishing you for doing too much. No, it's knocking you out of commission because you need a damn break. That's what it's doing. And it's teaching all of them a lesson by going, look, now now they actually can't do it. And then that's when you really, really learn. Are those people that you've been doing all this stuff for really, really for you? Are they really your ride or die? Are they really your soul tribe for all that you've done for them? Now you're down and out. Who is there? That is who that matters. And that is a collective message for everybody. All right. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. As always, buttons, bells, all that jazz. We love you. And, yeah, I'll be back as soon as I can. I promise.